Jesse Ventura has his doubts that the HAARP antennas can broadcast radio waves that influence people's thoughts. But Nick Begich is prepared for the skeptics.
This is a standard CD player, and what these are is piezoelectric transducers. And in simple language, they carry a signal that can enter the nervous system so that you can get that proverbial voice in the head. And so by activating this, placing these electrodes, on the surface of the skin, blocking the ears tightly, you'll hear the music just as if your ears were playing it, but the ears have nothing to do with it. The eighth cranial nerve, the part that connects to the brain, has nothing to do with it.
So in other words, I can touch this to my neck and hear it without my ears hearing it, and no one else in the room will hear it.
That is correct. I want you to block your ears really tightly so you can't hear it.
Now, Dr. Nick Begich is showing him how the HAARP transmitter can send a signal directly to his brain.
Wow.
So what did you hear?
Well, I heard music,
right.
But it's strange because I listened to try to figure out where the music was coming from, and it seemed like right here.
Right.
It sounded like I was hearing it almost through the top of my head or my forehead.
Right.
Jesse Ventura, ex-Minnesota Senator from 1999 to 2003 here, in a video with Dr. Nick Begich, who is known for his work and research on HAARP, mind control and mind effects per se, which he has reported as an expert for many publications, government organizations and private companies. Dr. Begich is a bona fide expert in this field of study, serving as an expert witness for the European Parliament on these subjects, and provides significant research contributions in this area. Yes, my friend Dr. Begich is no slouch indeed, and we see him in this video testing an audible device in an attempt to prove to Jesse that the HAARP facilities are sending subaudible subliminal messages, which can be picked up by transpoder and sent directly to the skull of a human subject, inducing what is commonly termed voice-to-skull V2K technology, also known as microwave auditory effect or microwave hearing, referred to the alleged ability to transmit sounds or voices directly into a person's head without the use of any external audio device. This can be done using electromagnetic waves to stimulate the auditory nerve. Victims report experiencing unexplained voices or sounds that seem to come from inside their heads. This has led to concerns about potential misuse of such technology for harassment or mind control purposes. Well, it has now been proven to be a real phenomenon, as oftentimes individuals are ridiculed for mentioning and researching such topics as they are labeled as conspiracy theorists. But this, no conspiracy theory, my friend. No way, Jose. This shit is real, brother, and has been confirmed. Because about a decade ago, American officials and their families living and working at the U.S. Embassy in Havana, Cuba started experiencing mysterious symptoms like these. Symptoms usually followed a loud noise and intense pain in the ears and head. These symptoms persisted and went on for some time, and the syndrome was given a name: Havana syndrome. Havana syndrome was so named by the media because the first widely reported cases occurred there. But cases of these symptoms have also been reported in other countries, including Austria, China, Colombia, Georgia, Germany, India, Poland, Russia, Vietnam, and even in the continental United States. The first cases were reported by U.S. and Canadian embassy staff in Havana, Cuba, though earlier incidents may have occurred in Frankfurt, Germany. Per data reported, starting in 2016 through to 2021, several hundred U.S. intelligence and military officials and their families reported having symptoms in overseas locations including China, India, Europe, Hanoi, as well as in Washington, D.C., USA. Many normal, everyday civilians and citizens have also reported having such symptoms, very similar to the officials in Havana, and over time, through research and so forth, have come to label themselves as targeted individuals who claim to suffer from being not only targeted with these voice-to-skull weapons, but are the focus of a diabolical program called gang stalking, where ordinary people are harassed, watched and surveilled by other individuals in the neighborhood, police departments and others. A sinister program indeed, which has thousands of people worldwide being terrorized on the daily per their reports. And our friends Dr. Begich and Mr. Ventura have demonstrated its practical use in real time. So the question we have now is, how do targets of the demonic gang stalking program gain their true vindication? Can they seek assistance from the medical community, or will they continue to be gaslit and termed mentally ill, as usually is the case? Why are the testimonies from government officials deemed acceptable and others deemed as straight bananas? Because they losers have something to hide is what my circuits detect. True, some mere foul business occurring daily in broad day, and the governments using this tech will be found guilty of crimes against humanity and will be sent to Guantanamo Bay one way. They know we are coming for your dumbass no diddy, bit your stupid asses roasted. Got 'em. There is no place to run to, baby. Not anymore, and you will pay dearly as you will go bankrupt cause you owe the world trillions of dollars for terrorizing the lives of God realist niggers. Pardon, but we are the illest soldiers in God army, that why we gang stalked, but your time is coming, Babylon. Sayonara, losers.